Hey guys, this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter, and I'm going to be doing a tour of my camera bag. I did a tour of my audio bag a while ago and got a lot of positive response from that, so I'm going to go ahead and do the camera bag. A little backstory on this real quick. I used to use a Pelican case for all my camera equipment and lenses, but I found that I was having to break everything down to stick it into the Pelican case, and I didn't want to have a giant Pelican case. So what I decided to do was switch to two kind of bags. This one, which is my main camera bag, and then I have a Pelican case with extra lenses, battery chargers, all that extra stuff that you still need, but you don't necessarily need to access immediately. So this bag is designed to let me access my cameras immediately for filming. Because a lot of the times what'll happen is we'll go to a location and then we'll be in different areas around that location. So we'll have like a central base area where we stage all of our equipment, and then I'm running around and for example, we were at a ranch and jumping on a golf cart and going somewhere to film, you know, at a certain field, and then moving back to a barn and then another building. So it's a pain in the butt to have to keep moving everything around. So what I found was it was gonna be more helpful to have one bag with my cameras and the lenses I use the most and all the stuff I use immediately. This way, right out of the gate, I can just grab this bag and run, and I have everything I need. So let's go ahead and jump in. First thing we're gonna talk about is the bag itself. Sorry about the aliasing. This is a porta brace bag, and what I love about this is it's actually a soft case, but it's incredibly strong. So the sides of this are reinforced, really, really strong. You can actually stand on their bags. That's how strong these soft cases are. So they're great because they're light, they're strong, and they protect your gear for people like me who aren't flying a lot and you're just gonna be carrying this around. Let's talk about the stuff on the outside. Again, everything here in this bag is what I use the most and need immediately. So I have a slate here for when I need to slate shots. That slides really nicely into one of the sides. On the other side, I have a 5-in-1 reflector. This is great when you're just running around and need a little bit of a bounce, or you wanted to use the reflector, both gold and silver. I would like to have a 50% gold and silver. Those are better. But this is really cheap. You can pick these up for, $15 or something like that. And then it has the scrim, which is great if I'm outside and I want to diffuse the light a little bit. So I'm going to set this aside just so we can see things a little better. So those are on the outsides. Let's go ahead and open up the bag. I love the way Porta Brace has their zippers designed. So it's just one pull of this tie and then Velcro on the end. And then we have access to the cameras. I really like these kind of cages. I don't like those big, nasty cages where you're having to hold, two separate handles. They're too big, they're too bulky, whereas these are very minimal cages. I've done reviews on both of them. This one is the wooden camera quick cage, and then this one is the Fmv Cage. This is actually designed for Blackmagic cinema cameras, but I do a video on how you can mod it for a DSLR. These are awesome because they both have top handles. So the second I hit the ground, I can grab a camera, my assistant can grab a camera, and we're out running around filming. So really quick, just open this sucker up, grab a camera, and go. Batteries and everything are already in here formatted, and cards and everything. So I'm all set to rock and roll. The other nice thing about this bag, and I have it comes with one divider, this particular bag, and I'll have links to everything below this video on my website, so definitely check that out. But it comes with one divider, so it's perfect for the two cameras. You probably couldn't do two cameras and one of them having a 70-200 in this bag. You'd want to get a larger bag. I don't really film with a 70-200 that much, especially since I don't own one yet. So usually I have a prime on one and then my 24-70 on the other. So those are the two cameras, comes with a one divider, and then it has this really nice little insert right here. And this is just stuff that I find that I need on and off. The first is a loop. So let's say I'm out filming outside. This is kind of how I'd rock and roll. With the loop on the back, and of course that has the little magnetic, oops, turn that camera off, I had it on just a second ago, has a little magnetic strip around the edge, so that just pops right on. So I like to have that accessible, so that just lives right here. I also have an HDMI cable, so if I need to, I have another HDMI cable with my monitor, which we'll look at in a second, but if I need to run it a little longer or have a second monitor or I lose one, I like to have the extra one right there. I also have a PNC monitor arm. You never know when you're going to need this. If you have you need to set up a little LED light, or if your monitor is at a weird angle and you want to set one of these up, really handy to have. So that stuff is right here, quickly accessible. And that just zips right up and you can flip it out. So this is kind of how I'd have things set up if I was in a truck or whatever. So that's the interior. Let's go ahead, and just to show you how big this thing is, I'll pull all this out here. You can get all kinds of inserts from Porter Brace to kind of customize this, but this is one of their smaller bags which work perfectly. And as I showed you earlier, both cameras just pop right in, drop that down, Velcro, and zip. So now let's look at what I have on the ends here. The first one is my small HD monitor. I have the batteries all ready to rock and roll in this thing. This is probably my main monitor, mainly because of the size. I really dig how small this thing is. It's perfect for DSLR use. It really kind of is the perfect medium in between a big 7-inch and the tiny screen on the back of the camera. Has all the assist functions and features, super durable. You can see I have the anti-crack shield on here, which comes with the monitor. So that's on the one end. And just to show you, I would grab a camera like this guy right here, grab the monitor, drop it down, hook up the cable, and boom, we're ready to rock and roll with the monitor. So I like to keep that on this side right here. So we'll zip that back up. And now let's look on the other end here. And I have one of these guys. These are those cute little flip out screens for checking your white balance and getting your exposure correct. So 18% gray on one side, white on the other. Just handy to have if you're and also the little target here for focusing. Really handy to have. You can clip this onto a light stand or something. So I like to keep that handy. And then I also have all of my batteries. Got some extra backs there. And these are obviously, I'm gonna need those when I'm filming. So I have all of my batteries in this bag and then the chargers in the other bag. So that's the whole bag and everything I have in it. So the idea behind this wasn't to have everything I could possibly ever need, but to have things accessible, easy to grab, and mobile. So if we need to quickly jump into another vehicle or run to a different part of a location, one bag has all the stuff I need. So that's the camera bag. I'll do more bag tours like this one in the future. So check out DSLR Video Shooter, and you can subscribe to the channel on YouTube to keep up to date on that stuff. So I will see you guys next time.